Hello and welcome to Mana for Dragons. I'll be your host for this video, James. I'll also be James after this video is done. But today I will be opening this pre-release pack and building a deck out of it, hopefully while remembering to share my thoughts rather than just thinking them. So don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and without further ado, let's crack some packs. Very excited about Core 21. Some great, crazy reprints in here and some fun new cards. Let's start off by seeing Pursued Whale as my foiled date stamp promo. This card, Moby Dick, is awesome. I have a fondness for pirates. You might notice my Lannery Storm mat. And actually, I think this is the best pirate card in the set. It's so good. Probably doesn't go in my Beckett Brass deck, but it goes in something because it's Moby Dick. Okay, we got our nice white D20. Whoever wants it, here's your arena code. My divider. And our handy little guide that, let's see, that tells us about Teferi. Okay, yep, 15, 18 creatures, 5 to 8 other spells. There's your mana curve, 17 lands. We'll see if we hit that exactly. That's a good basic outline, but each deck is going to be different depending on your strategy. Okay. Oh man, is there an arena code on like all these things? No, that's just an advertisement. Okay. And that's just a basic. Alright, we got a foil Niambi. So I suppose Zorius might be looking okay. Oh, a nice Radha there. Double rare pack is a good start. Yeah, that's another nice one. So I have no idea what the colors are going to be yet, but we have a Shrine. Nice Thievy Dragon. Okay, so I'm separating by color and by rarity. My screen might not be big enough for me to do everything on that at one go, but we'll find out. So things I'm looking for right off the bat are, first of all, just kind of bombs and things like that, but removal is key in this format, 1v1. So we'll kind of just open the packs first and then see what colors we're leaning towards. I apologize that some of the stuff's off the screen. Only have so much space here. Nice beast token. Dismal Backwater, relevant for this. Oh, and a Mythic Planeswalker. Counters, indestructible. Make some things. That could be pretty good. Okay, our second Shrine. Could make a fun, weird Shrine build. Artifacty stuff. Radiant Fountain is probably only good if you're in one color in a format like this. Maybe two, but definitely not any more than that. Oh, Colossal Dreadmaw. The dinosaur is back. Always reprinted. Always appreciated. Okay, nice Night token. Plains. Chandra's Incinerator. Very good if you're playing a burn deck. Not great otherwise. Well, that's 6/6 for 6 with trample isn't the worst. Okay, here's the guy that goes and searches out for dogs. So we'll have to see if we happen to draw those. Because they're not guaranteed to be in this pack. Another Radiant Fountain. This is some decent removal in Limited. People like having flying. And you can always sideboard between games. So if you're playing someone who does play a lot of flyers, you can put that in. Or if you had already mainboarded it, you can take it out if they're not playing any. Okay. Azorius is still looking pretty strong. Pursued Whale just could be fun if I can ramp to it. Although 7 mana happens in Limited. Okay, a Griffin token. I don't think I have one of those. Jungle Hollow. So we could do, with Dismal Backwater and Jungle Hollow, we could do 3-color black, green, blue. Nice Spider. Reach. That could be pretty good. Could be pretty good. Man. Wanting to play so many colors right now. Don't think entering from graveyard is going to happen very much in Limited. Nice Golgari guy. Golgari guy. There's our Cat Cleric. I mean, technically you could do that with the Return from the Battlefield guy. Counterspell. More expensive anyway. 5 mana Exile. Not the worst in Limited. 2 more packs. Soldier token. Well, we are getting a lot of these 2-color lands, which is super helpful. Again, now we have our third of these 2-color, third land, 3 colors. Sultai could be good. Sultai could be good, but poor Basri. Basri's insane. Especially in Limited. 3 mana, 3 loyalty planeswalker. Oh, a Solemn Simulacrum. Decent ramp. Probably pretty freaking good for what we got here. Alright, if you gain 3 more life, make a Griffin. I only have the Griffin token. Meteor. Nice flyer there. I have some nice removal in white, so I'm not ready to count white out, which I know. That is problematic where when your pull doesn't quite lead you to a specific archetype. Usually by now, I have some expectation as to what I might be playing, but not really here. Okay, alternate art. Mountain. See the truth. It's just a good card for 2, even if you don't end up using the bonus ability. There's a couple non-combat damage things in here, but I don't think it's enough to just make that the archetype. But maybe I'm wrong. Man, lots of removal in white. Indeed. Okay, Rada is really good. Playing lands off top of the library. Excuse me a moment, my dog wants inside. Come on. Okay, now we can stop having whining off screen and only on screen. All right, this guy, let's see. Do we have Alpine Watchdog and or Ingenious Cur? Let's find out. I think those are the white one. No to the white one. We have the, I guess it's Igneous. I like Ingenious better. So, I mean, that's some minor card draw. Honestly, I don't know that Neombi is going to be good and limited, even though I have a foil version of her. Return something I control to its owner's hand, which I guess you could do Solemn Simulacrum for one. All right, let's look for what we have in terms of removal. Prismites are just... All right, let's see. We'll start with green. Green has some nice cards. Death Touch, which gets bigger. Sacrifice a flyer. Protection. This will buy you some time. Artifact enchantment removal. Another one of those run afouls. Okay, not a ton of removal there. This one, Thrashing Bronzodon, is great. Spider is always painful for people. Black. Giving something Death Touch, quasi-removal. Duress, not bad. You get rid of this small card, you get their removal out of their hand. Graveyard Recursion, that's good removal. Creature gets -4/-4 for 2 black. Pinging. So there's some decent stuff in black and green. Oh yeah, I forgot. I only got 2 Sanctums. Sad times. Well, this one's probably fine. And this one is back. Actually, the 2 shrines are pretty good in this. Straight up destroy something. Destroy a tapped creature at instant speed is going to always be good and limited. Exile a permanent for 5. Another destroy something with 4 or greater. Another exile a permanent. Not a ton of Not really any equipment in here, so that slag thing's not great. Stealing something is always fun. And for blue, that one could be good in late game. Counter spells are fun. Card draw. Decent card draw. Not really any removal to speak of, but card draw is always good. That whale is going to be intense if we can get to it. So our best removal is in white with some in green, some in black. Got a lot of good draw in blue. Go figure. And of our colorless. Green is looking very strong. Blue is decent. I am tempted to go with these colors just for lands. That should tell you the power of lands, that we have 3 gain lands here, dual lands, that really would help color fixing, and a Solemn Simulacrum would as well. I think we can basically write off red, unfortunately, for Radha. So let's get rid of red and place it with colorless / multi. Oh yeah, this guy's gone, this guy's gone. Prismite, we aren't going that many colors that we need to reduce 2 mana into 1. That's really only if you want to. And this is pretty bad removal. Meteorite. Also not great, but not terrible. We'll think about it. Okay. Let's really look at Basri again. Put a +1/+1 counter on one target creature. Gains indestructible. Ouch. Make a bunch of tokens. So you need other stuff in order to make it really playable. Not sure how much life gain there is. Not, let's see, that's a life linker. That guy's a life linker. Gain 3 life and draw a card twice. White is not bad. Black is really not a good color here, to be honest. So I could potentially, I do like the Sanctum, and the Demon's alright. Demon's pretty good. But think I'm going to say we don't need black. There's just not enough removal. Now the question becomes, are we going for green, white, blue? Unfortunately, black is 2 of our 3 dual lands. May need to rethink that decision. I think I'm rethinking that decision. How am I doing on time? 20 minutes in, plenty of time. Problem is, white just has like all of my removal, not much else. Could see about going hard into Azorius here. A lot of good card draw. Blue has really good card draw. Niambi could bounce back a unicorn for minor value. I do mean minor value. Basri's Eklight is probably better. I suppose the other problem is, what are my bombs? I've got the whale. I have Dreadmaw. Yeah, I need green. I need green in here. Who am I kidding? Don't really have much in the way of green mana fixers, which is kind of weird. Quir and Dryad would do good with the 3 colors I want. As much as I want to force white to work, I think I should go 3 color. Basri is nasty. This is not easy. This deck is not an easy build. I usually am less conflicted than this. Alright, so from here, we're going to take all of our various cards. Not really the lands, because that's going to be last. But we're going to take our cards by color / the piles we made. We're going to separate them by mana curve, creature, and non-creature. So up in the highest point is our whale. Okay, get these guys over the side. Obviously we're starting with blue. So, okay. I have to kind of scrunch things in here. This shrine, unfortunately, is not great if you only have 1 of them, but we should be able to get 2 shrines in here. And even so, drawing a card and discarding a card is still fine. Just not the best thing we can be doing. We'll have to see how much instant speed stuff we have for these cancels. This guy is a fine to have a 2/3 flyer in limited. We'll have to see how many other flyers we end up with. Do you see this opt? Yeah, you're good. Mana Dork for instants and sorceries. Kind of good for cancels, I guess. Defender to buy us some time. Okay, creatures in blue are not great outside the whale. Now I find myself wondering if I need blue. But no, blue has some good stuff. Alright, zombies I control get bigger. Unlikely to be relevant. This guy, I think we can make work with all our recursion stuff, actually. And he would be a fun thing to sacrifice to this thing. Other Sanctum. Flying Imp is always good. Duress can be very strong if we're drawing cards, which hopefully we are. Great removal of that. Good value on the Thallid. It's for you, Victor. Skeleton Archer is okay. Solemn Simulacrum is almost certainly going in. Meteorite is okay. Although, you know, 5 mana for the effect is a lot. That Spider's amazing. That's great. This is really good in this build. The Canopy Stalker guy can kind of be removable. Same with this dinosaur. Here's our run of fowls. Some decent instant speed stuff, actually, which bodes well for cancel. All right. Definitely second guessing myself as to all the removal in white, but there's just not much else in it to really make me gain 3 or more life this turn. Make some flyers, make some flyers. Is a flyer, sorry. Yeah, that unicorn is just not great. There's so much removal. Decent lifelink. How much are we in here? Halfway. Plenty of time to build the deck still. I am considering second guessing myself. The stuff in black. Rise Again is fun. Especially with all the draw and discard stuff that I'm making myself do. So I can put the whale in my graveyard or something like that and bring it back slightly early. I wonder what white, blue, and green might look like. Yeah, I don't think... Man, this is not easy. Okay, what we're going to do... Hopefully my inability to come up with any possible idea of a good play. No, Radiant Fountains are out. Although, gain 2 life. Almost works with the Griffin Arrowy. Is my blue as good as I think it is? Radiant Fountains go with the Griffin Arrowy. Does anything else care about me gaining life? I mean, obviously I'm gaining time to play my bombs later. If I do. Yeah, I'm not sold on black. In blue, I might even just want to be a splash, to be honest. All right. Sad times. Let's get rid of black. I suppose the lesson for the video here when you're thinking about doing a pre-release in your local game store once it's safe to do so, is that you do have time. I mean, we're only just past the 30-minute mark here, so you do have time to make some tough deck building decisions. All right, getting rid of black here. As sad as I am to do so. Okay. Bring out... Why did I put this up there? Or this. Apparently I just got lazy at the end and started putting things up top because we're in a room. All right. Do you think we want to buy ourselves some time in this build to get towards Dreadmaw and Whale and that kind of stuff? And actually gaining life at the hope of making Griffins is not the worst idea. So revitalizes could be fine. Okay, actually yes. Putting it out here, I'm seeing the white. We do like it. So, starting off, how many cards do we have? We have 3, 6, 10, 15, 18, 20 in creatures. It's actually not terrible for a first cut. 4, 12, 18, 19, 22, 23. Obviously that's a lot for other spells, but some of these create creatures for us, which will be useful. So let's see. I think we can get rid of the Sanctum actually, because we're only going to have the one shrine. And draw 1, discard 1 for 4. That doesn't even affect until the next turn. Feels bad. We're going to keep our removal for the secure the scene. Exiling a permanent is pretty good. Non-land. Meteorite is very okay. That's 5 mana to do so. and getting past that, it'll get us to the whale faster, which is something. Keep that as a maybe. Draw 3 cards in the end of the game could be really good. Let's see how much other draw we have. These guys are in for sure. I'm not sure how many steeds we need. Let's think about that later. Power 4 or greater creatures. Almost always going to be someone's bomb, getting rid of it. Especially with things that get counters. Giving something flying to draw cards is just good. A couple counter spells depending on how many instants we have. Revitalize we might end up using on our own turn. Swift response is definitely. Griffin Airy. Titanic Growth is a fun combat trick. Interesting that these are almost saying the same thing. Don't think I have a way to play it in the graveyard. Gaining life to make a Griffin could be good. Opt is always nice. Scry 1, draw a card for 1. Okay, let's look at some of our creatures. Give something flying is very aggro. Counters is good. Death Touch Dino is fun. Life gain. The Skimmer is going to be good if we start making tokens. Don't think the Protege makes the cut. That's fine if we're saving up our mana for something. Which we might be. Alright, hold on. Do I want to bounce to gain life? Yes. Whenever you cast a white or blue spell. That guy's gonna get big. Extra mana, for instance, or sorceries. Seems like we have a lot of those. Lifelinker with the ability to get bigger later. And buy us some time cards. Okay. Meteorite's also color fixing. Don't think the Library Larcenist is the best way to draw a card. I mean, obviously the dream is to give it flying, but we're talking about 6 mana. Yeah, there's got to be a better card draw. Let's get that out of here. The Steed. 5 for 5 just isn't good. Sorry, Valorous Unicorn. Okay, looking at our curve will help too. So you can see 1 mana you're supposed to have 0 to 2. That seems low to me. 1 mana is nice. Playing things on turn 1 is very useful. 6 to 8 in the 2s and 3s, and then much smaller beyond that. So let's see. I do think we're overgrown in the 2s and 3s. How many creatures do we currently have? I think the Vine is not the best defender. I mean, you can get rid of it later to draw a card, but big meh. Do you gain life equal to power or toughness? Converted mana cost. Alright, this Vine can go away. So we just have the life gain and a bigger defender that scries us. Okay, 2, 5, 8, 16, 17, 19. I think we're still on the high end for creatures. Let's take a look at our... This guy has the potential to be really good. Obviously, you play Solemn Simulacrum. Canopy Stalkers, removal, kick counters, give something flying. Yeah, those are all solid picks. I'm gonna get rid of the Protege. Don't like it that much. Yeah, those are just good. Okay. Titanic Growth, we're probably not using combat tricks as much. Well, we are saving our mana, which means these things we're not going to want to use because they're not instant speed. So let's get rid of those. Okay, everything else in this stack is an instant, which is really good for us. Assuming we're doing the right thing. All right. Life gain makes us a Griffin. Don't think I need to... Two, 5, 7, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16. Creatures are solid. 2, 5, 7, 10, 13, 14, 16 creatures. Nice curve. And obviously this is fatter, but we have nothing down here. Okay, so I think I'm going to lock in creatures. So that means if I have 16 creatures, 17 lands, we're at 33 cards. That means I can get 7 other cards. Yikes. Okay, we're going to not read the tides. Securing the Scene is really good. Meteorite, not so much. Don't think we're going to need to return to nature or anything. This doesn't strike me as a heavy artifact or enchantment deck. I do have the Thrashing Brontodon to deal with those things, and if I decide during a game that that was a wrong call, I can go back and get it. Okay, the Griffin thing is going to help us a lot. Destroying a tapped creature for 2 is really good. Titanic Growth. No. Ranger's Guile. I don't think we have too many big threats we care about protecting. Early, at least. So let's get rid of that. We don't want to have that clogging up our hand. Okay. 2s are looking solid. 3s are looking a little heavy, and 1s are looking a little heavy. Counter spell, counter magic, the double blue. Undecided. Rousing Reed is good. Basri is obviously good. And the Legion's Judgment. Okay, let's get rid of our counter spells. There's not as much holding up instance as I was thinking because Revitalizes need to be used on our turn in order to get the Griffin Aerie going. So yeah, and a lot of our removal is sorcery speed. I think we probably only need 1 run afoul unless we're playing an extreme creature deck, in which case we take out some of our where to go? Legion's Judgments. Which again, I think we should only have 1 of for now. So we'll do a lot of sideboarding in this deck. Alright, that leaves us with 3, 7, 10, 12. Now my cat wants in. Why is everyone messing with the video? Yes, Grin. Okay. Our 1s are still a little strong, a little high. I'm not sure how much we need the Wall of Runes, actually. Our curve is looking better than I thought it might be. Let's get rid of the Wall of Runes. Lifelink guy is going to be useful. Our number 2 slot is good. Okay. Opt. Not holding up in a ton of mana anymore. Okay, so the strategy does revolve a bit on gaining life, making flyers, other flyers, and eventually getting into our bombs. But that's okay. Alright, 2, 6, 9, 11 non-creature. 1, 4, 6, 12, 13, 15. Looks like we need to cut about 3 cards in total. Yeah. Radiant Fountains are going to be dangerous, but I might do it anyway. Considering the other tap lands for gaining life, but I don't think that's a good idea. Because I have to gain how much life? 3? Yeah. So even Radiant Fountain is going to be hard to do. What's gaining me 1 life? That thing? That's about it. So we're not going to do the Radiant Fountains. 6, 9, 11, 4, 6, 12, 15, 26, 'All right, what do we want to get rid of? What do we want to get rid of? Do I need the Death Touch dinosaur? Probably not with the amount of removal I have. I don't have a ton of power forward raider things early on. Let's get rid of the Death Touch dinosaur. Alright, I do need to get rid of something in the non-creature slot. Two, 6, 9, 11. 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 25. Do I get rid of one of the revitalizes? Or just a life goes on? Let's get rid of a life goes on. How much removal do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty good. Okay. Dare I go down to 16 lands? With only 5 minutes remaining, I think I do. 16 lands it is. Okay, now it's time to look at colors. Boy, oh boy. A lot of white. And I almost didn't go with white. What was I thinking? It would appear as if green is more of a splash than I thought it would be too. But, alright, white is by far the highest, and I have several double white cards. Couple double green, one double blue. I guess only 3 double white cards. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 white. 1, 2, 3, 4 blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green. So we're going to want to go with, for our 16 lands, here's one of them. Traditionally I would go with 5, 5, and 5. But I think what we're going to have to go with is going to be 4, 6, and 5. Yeah, 4, 6, 5. Okay, at this point I'm going to just grab the lands and sleeve up. So thanks for watching, and maybe we'll have a game up soon to see how the deck did. Don't forget to like and subscribe!